Next up is Clifford Ashpaugh.
Thanks, John, for inviting me, and Marguerite for letting us come to the doll. He's a great person. For those of you who haven't heard, I'm getting a novella published in July titled Josh's Blood. And I brought an excerpt. And this is by far the most embarrassing thing I've ever written. I wrote it as a joke. I had a friend, an American African friend, who used to like to say the word nigger around me because he knew it made me nervous. So I wrote this story as a joke and told him I was going to publish it in my book. It backfired because he made me promise to keep it in the book. And when I asked him why he wanted me to keep it in the book, I'll give you his answer after I finish reading the excerpt.
Day night. Cliff? Yeah. There you are. Yeah. Cliff Ashpaugh. I think he's going to read a sneak peek of a piece he is going to publish very soon. Spoiler alert.
We got a pro in the room.
After school, I asked Mom to take me to the county library. Why the county library, she asked. We have a fine library right here in town. It's for a school project. Okay. There's a craft store down the street. I'll drop you off and visit the store. I stood at the entryway and looked at several floors with multiple shelves packed with books. I didn't know how to find what I wanted in such a large place. And I remembered at our city library, I always went to the information counter if I had a problem. I found the counter and waited in line 10 minutes, then an old librarian. I told her I want to read about Christopher Columbus. Yes, we have a bit of material about Columbus. She looked like my great-grandma, Mrs. Bemis. She had short black hair and wore thick round glasses that magnified her eyes. When she smiled, the wrinkles on her face grew deeper. She moved briskly, and I found it hard to keep up with her pace. Luckily, the section she led me to was on the ground floor, so I didn't have to follow her up any stairs. She stopped at a shelf. This row is mostly about Columbus. You're welcome to use the tables. When you're done, leave the books on the table or put them on the counter. We prefer to return the books to the shelves ourselves so they won't get misplaced. I did my finest Elvis Presley impression. Thank you, ma'am. I looked through the shelves. What I wanted wasn't there. All the books resembled my school history book. She had brought me to the children's section. I returned to the counter and waited another 10 minutes. That wasn't what I wanted, I told her. I want to find out if Columbus turned the Indians into slaves. I want to find out how he treated the Indians. Her deep wrinkles and smile disappeared. She removed her thick glasses and her beady eyes stared down at me. I'm sorry, but without parental consent, we can't give out that information. Why? Until then, the only books I couldn't have were books containing dirty pictures, books that called pornography. We operate on standards, she said. You're much too young for that kind of book. I'm afraid you'll have to return with a parent. I left and waited outside for Mom. Then I had an idea. A man and a woman were approaching the steps to the building. When they reached the entrance, I asked, "Can you help me get a book?" The man replied, "What book do you want, son?" "I want a grown-up book about Columbus, one that tells how he treated the Indians." "Sorry, son," he answered, "can't do that." And they entered the library. I asked 2 more people with the same results. You would have thought I was trying to get someone to buy me liquor. Then a young, bearded, black man with long, straight hair and a bandana tied around his forehead approached. His appearance scared me, but I was determined. "Excuse me, sir." He tossed the cigarette butt to the ground and exhaled a large plume of smoke while he spoke. "Whoa, what you want, boy?" "I want a book about Columbus." "This here's a library. Why don't you just go on in and get it?" I tried, but the librarian won't let me. She says I need parental consent. Hooey! They treat you like a nigger, eh, boy? Grown-ups always treat them children like niggers. Come on! We waited in line until we reached the same old librarian. I want a book from my boy here, a real book about this cat, Columbus. Your boy, she inquired. You damn right he's my boy. Can't you tell just by looking at him? Got the same chin as me. Ain't that right, Thomas? Yeah, Paul. Why don't you take me to the books now? The librarian walked slowly, reluctantly, to the second floor and guided us to the proper shelf. She gave us the same speech she delivered to me before, and then she left. This Columbus was a real fat cat. He made plenty money trading Indians for us niggers. You know just what books you want? He searched through the shelves and handed me select letters of Christopher Columbus, translated and edited by R.H. Major. And he handed me History of the Indies by Las Casas. Thank you, mister. Ain't no problem at all. You know, we niggers, we's got to stick together. If you need anything else, I'll be on the top floor, working on my dissertation.
Woo! That was beautiful.
The answer my friend gave me when I asked him why he wanted me to keep this in the book, he said it was because he believed that the level of discomfort we feel when we hear such words is directly proportional to the level of our humanity. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Thank you.
That was amazing. That was beautiful. Very good detail.
Thank you.
That was like high quality.
We all gotta stick together, no matter where we're from.